Gymnastics is the best base for martial arts, but can martial arts also help with gymnastics? Today, we're going to test that out. This is Elite Gymnast Lachie. We used to train together when we were kids. He also just happens to be a bit of a beast. Today, we're going to compete against each other in a gymnastics competition with a few little twists to make it a little bit more fair for me. We're going to be competing for the ultimate prize, this trophy.
I started my career as a gymnast, building that base for martial arts, and today I'm coming back to the gym to see if I've actually improved in my gymnastics or gotten worse or maybe even stayed the same. This is what's on the line today. Lachie, he really wants this. I mean, this is the best achievement you can get in gymnastics. 2015 Outstanding Achiever for effort. All right, that's what we're competing for today. All right, let's start doing some skills. Let's do it. All right. Now, this is the scoring system for today. So we're doing our mock competition, right? We're gonna score each other on our routines. Lachie's gonna give me a legitimate judging score. I'm just gonna give him a score out of 10, because I mean, I think that's a fair way to do it. All right. There's also gonna be some sub-challenges which Lachie actually didn't know about. And the first one is consecutive head springs. Now, Lachie, you can see he's cocking this instantly, but what he doesn't know is that I warm up with head springs every class.
Oh.
What do you reckon?
I haven't done that skill in years.
Just
we'll find out.
5 routines, 5 challenges, and 10 points altogether. This one might have gotten me ahead a little, but this was just one small battle in a big war that was to come.
I think you got that one. I think I only did like 4 or 3 even.
I think I did 5 or 6. Yeah, first win! Alright, now time for routines.
Okay.
I don't know any way that I can win this. I'm literally nervous like I was back in the day when we used to compete. Oh my god.
I was up on points 1-0, but I knew that this was going to be a lot trickier than the first one. It's a routine of 3 rows. This is my last one. The round off, back flip, back layout, which is my personal favorite. It was a pretty good execution for me, but I know it may not have been enough considering I'm facing such a technician in Lachie.
6.3. That first row was the coolest thing I've ever seen, bro. That's a straight 10. I can't do anything about that. I don't care that there's deductions. That's a 10 out of 10. Bro.
So it's 1-1 now, right? Because you had
1-1.
You got the head springs?
Yeah, I got the head spring challenge. Huzzah!
So we're following the Olympic gymnastics order, and after floor is the pommel horse. We jump over here, give it a few reps, and I basically practice a few things that I can use to put together a routine, which Lachie helps me with. Then I'm being an idiot here, pretending the pommel is an actual horse.
Gymnasts are gonna hate on me so hard for that.
Lachie and I spent so much of our childhood together, so to be back hanging out with him was really awesome. We had so many good laughs, just cracking up about how tough our old coach used to be at us. Here we're talking about how he used to throw shoes at us, which is pretty damn funny. And now it's time for the routines. This is Lachie's best apparatus, the pommel horse, and honestly watching him perform this is really beautiful in person. And then right after that, I give him his score, and then I have my go. And to be honest, I'm super happy with how I performed. I know it's not the most clean routine of all time, but I used to be terrible at this apparatus, and I focused really hard today, and I actually learned a few things and put a routine together, which I was really happy with. It's definitely not solid evidence yet, but so far, it's looking like this martial arts might be helping with my gymnastics.
I don't like this. I don't like this pen movement. The more movement, the more disaster.
Might not like the pen movement, but I think you're going to like the score.
Huzzah! I mean, look, it's not me. It's legitimate judging that says it.
Can't deny the truth.
Do you have anything to say about that?
I'm only disappointed in myself.
By now, I'm sure you've had the thought of, where's Kai? This is Galea Brothers, not Galea Brother. Well, he went to Bali and left me behind. Anyway. For the pommel challenge, we were doing circles on the mushroom, which is what the kids do when you're learning gymnastics. And so I've done hundreds and thousands of these in my time, and so has Lachie. He was always the king at this, but I just have a feeling that I'm going to get him today.
60. Far out, yeah, man.
This is low-key like harder than it used to be when we were small.
Yeah.
Man, did this guy really just do 60 circles and talk about how it used to be easier? And did I agree? Now it was my turn, and I had 61 circles in my mind, but I knew it would be hard to beat.
33, 34, 35.
We're even again.
Oh,
Far
that's
out.
a good video.
This is close.
Good content.
Man, Lachie might actually be better than me at gymnastics. That would be insane.
I want that trophy.
Anyway, then we jump over to the rings. This one was always my worst apparatus when I used to compete gymnastics, but Lachie shows absolute insane strength with some of the skills he does in his routine, and I give him a really solid score of a 9 for that, because I think that's what he deserved. I do a little bit of my routine. It was pretty trash, and unfortunately, I lost this one.
6.7.
I think I'm gonna just stop doing weights and start doing gymnastics.
Cool.
It's just a chin-up hold?
Yep.
Halfway.
I do this exercise quite frequently, and I know that I can at least do 30 or 40 seconds. If he does more than that though, I might be in trouble. That being said, the trophy was on the line and Lachie was already up by 1 point. I could not let anything happen. I was hanging on for dear life, and then...
Can you tell me in a minute?
It's a minute.
My hands they're coming back. So little story time. So back in the day when we used to get rips on our hands, our coach did not let us complain about it. And it was like a thing that if you showed him your rips and you're like, oh, Paul, my hands hurt. Like, I don't want to do anymore. Smack your hands like that. And like legitimately serious as well. Like he did do that.
Or he would also do, the first time you got a rip and showed him, he'd be like, oh, I have a good cure for this. And then he'd take the hand sanitizer out and squirt it on. That stings like hell.
That might be actually like, I remember it. I've only done it once and I remember the pain. That was horrible. Horrible. But yeah, I mean.
Anyway, now this is our second last apparatus. We are skipping vault, which I will explain later the reasons for that. But here's Lachie doing an absolutely stunning routine on the P-bars. To me, this is the most beautiful one to watch. It just looks absolutely beautiful. Complete art. And to be deadly honest with you, I don't even know what to take away from him.
That was so cool to watch. That was insane. Can we get a thumbnail maybe of you doing a handstand on the P-bars?
Sure.
And I'm gonna be like in front of like doing some real cringy shit like she's filming it. Exposed badly.
Hey, I walk around like that. Finger on the trigger. If a nigga wants some smoke, I let the chopper eat his liver. I came with the 38, I'm leaving with a body. If he try me doing sloppy, shooting out the big body. I walk around like that. Finger on the trigger. If a nigga wants some smoke, I let the chopper eat his liver. I came with the 38, I'm leaving with a body. If he try me doing sloppy, shooting out the big body. Ayy, pop out on him. What the fuck up? Ayy, gas pack, strong as my blood be doing push-ups. If you bought that action, told that fuck up. You be talking hella tough on Twitter, put a fuck up.
That was one of my better routines.
That was pretty
I don't actually, I know one deduction that I did. Obviously there'll be more,
Yeah,
but I don't feel like that was bad at all.
pretty good. Alright.
Gives me like 10 deductions.
8.6.
Damn!
And I do have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 deductions actually.
Now that just really regardless of the score, I'm actually quite happy with that, to be honest, because that I was actually like, that was probably the best P-ball routine I've actually ever done. So what I'm trying to achieve with the challenges here is I'm trying to do something that I can win at, because like he's obviously just so much better at gymnastics than me. And what people might not know is that I am actually a monkey. So we're gonna do a hanging upside down challenge. As we're drawing up our hands, I'm like clarifying to Lachie we're doing it by our legs, by the way.
So like under our knees, is it?
Yeah, so like under our knees here.
Alright.
Okay, we can do it by our toes. Alright, updating the challenge. We're doing it by our toes.
Are we?
Yeah. Alright, ready?
Mate, I could literally hang here all day. I'm just chilling.
I'm gonna last forever. I guess he is the monkey.
Whoa.
Yes! The trophy will be mine. I think it actually all comes down to the high bar. Are we tied right now?
Yeah.
Again?
We are.
I think we've been tied on every one.
Yep.
This is actually really cool. Nice. Okay, sick.
We didn't even plan this. This is not.
Not at all. All right. Nice. So, there would be one more apparatus, which would be vault, but we skipped that because it's a free vault. But yeah, so we're gonna go hit the high bar. So the person whose chalk that I literally completely stole out of your stuff,
Found conveniently.
found
and
conveniently. Thank you so much. I'm sorry, Bunurong Gymnastics. Please have us here again. Thank you, Bunurong Gymnastics. Thanks, Steph. Seriously, thanks. Really, really appreciate it. I found my old grips. Now, to put this in perspective, my hands are pretty big, and I haven't put these on since I was 13. So I don't know if my hands were already fully grown by then. I'm guessing they weren't, but I don't know. Hey, you know the new challenge? Smell this.
Why is it?
Not as bad as I expected.
Honestly, not as bad as I expected either. This has been the most nostalgic day for me. Like,
Yeah.
it's just, honestly, every single thing we've done, I've just been remembering things like from like literal childhood, because this was the sport I did when I was a kid. I started when I was like, I think I was 7 or 6 or something. And I did it until I was a teenager, until I was 13. That's when I started martial arts. And that is like a very big part of your life. It's a very big chunk. And I remember when I did do it, I couldn't see myself doing anything else. Like I was always just going to be a gymnast, even though I actually wasn't that good at it. I wasn't that good like on a technical level. I was good at doing skills like for my age, but yeah. Which side's which?
That's like.
Is that
not bad?
Did my hands just, were they already?
It must not have grown.
That's crazy. Let's get up there. We're going to teleport. The grips are no more. Who was it that used to do things without grips? Linker.
Remember the one?
Yeah, he smacked into the back. That was cracker. Oh, I'm going to get that video up. Now we're on our last apparatus and there were only 2 things left. The high bar routine and the high bar challenge. Lachie was looking very clean and eventually he came out with this score. You might call it brutal, but I had to give him this because he gave me such a basic routine and he is an elite gymnast. I mean, like, look, the reason why I'm getting judged very critically and you're not is because you're meant to do crazy skills and you just gave me a bum-ass level 3 routine, bro. Are you proud of yourself for that?
No.
Now, if I could get a routine that scored more than 7.5, I'd put myself in line to at the very least tie with Lachie, and if I win the next one as well, win. I knew what I had to do, I stayed focused, my legs were tight, my toes were pointed, and I think I may have pulled off the best routine that I've ever done on the high bar. I was confident, and his pen wasn't moving much. He gives me a score of 9.5.
Hell yeah. That was really nice. The challenge is muscle ups.
I've never done a muscle up on high bar.
Oh, really?
Upon hearing this information, I was getting confident that I was going to win. But that being said, Lachie is one of the strongest people I know, and I would never count him out for something like this. He does his first muscle up, and it wasn't super easy. Then, when he was struggling on the second one, I was thinking, I think I've got this. He goes for the third. He tries and tries again. And eventually, that was all he could get. So 3 muscle ups was the name of the game.
I'm about to lose in the gymnastics competition.
Look, maybe I can't even do a muscle up.
The man who has done the appropriate preparation has nothing to fear in competition, but must remain composed and keep that composure throughout.
And there's your gymnastics champion, ladies and gentlemen. He retains the trophy, the outstanding achievement, 2015 award. Good comp.
Thanks, dude. That was a very good mock comp.
Yeah.
I gotta say, I'm actually really pumped and just excited about the whole thing right now. That was really epic. That was so much fun.
It's with a great sense of regret that I have to hand this trophy back to the gymnast that initially earned it in 2015.
It feels so good. I can't even lie. You know, it's funny because I'm like so joking about the whole thing, but I also so didn't want to lose it. Like genuinely.
That's a wrap.
All in all, I had such a great time returning to the gymnasium and doing the best that I could. I think it's safe to say that my martial arts has helped, and I think that I am the best at gymnastics that I've ever been. But that wasn't the best thing I got out of this. The best thing was all the nostalgia, all the memories, and the great conversations that I got to have with Lachie.
I still remember
The best way that I could explain gymnastics is strength meets technical finesse. And Lachie had this on full display tonight, and I just thought that was a beautiful thing to watch. I'm so grateful to have had gymnastics as my sport growing up. I feel like it was such a perfect starting place for me mentally and physically. And I'm so grateful for all the people that I had around me at this time. It was such a great time in my life. So my coaches, Paul and Loz, and of course my training partners, Lachie, Noah, Jaden, Josh, George, Linka, Jonah, Nathan, Finn, Theo, Lucas, Zach, Pablo, and of course my other coaches, Julian and Georgia, and everyone else in between. I really appreciate you guys. So thanks for being along for the journey. Obviously, like I said, my brother and co-owner of this channel wasn't here for this video, but he will be back soon and we will be back to making videos together in no time. If you're still watching right now, that obviously means you've stuck around. So I really appreciate that. Make sure that you send this to a friend or drop a comment on something that you enjoyed in this video. Really appreciate it, guys. Enjoy your day.